What's up, guys? Right here at Spirit Halloween in Bear, Delaware. This used to be a CVS pharmacy. Might be a small store, but let's go check it out. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see where I hide a small orange pumpkin with some stickers in there for you. Let's go check out the store. I like the way this store looks, and they have the wavy arm guy up there and that awesome sign over here. Let's go inside and see who is greeting us. Probably Jack and the Countess. Oh, wait a minute. They have the smaller setup here. Here is Monkey Business. Hello, Monkey Business. He's a little quiet. Wait a minute, this is his whistling quote, but you can hear music in the background. Usually you can't hear it.
Monkey see, monkey.
Awesome. The box says, just for you, with a little smiley face. I love that. And over here is the Crypt Countess. She has just enough room. Let's see if she can work. There she goes. Very loud. Creepy quotes from her. Who's on the other side over here? It's Grandma. Hello, Grandma.
Do you hear that sound? That's the grinding of my bones coming to tuck you in while you're sleeping.
They have these turned up super loud. I love it. Awesome. Over here is the mutant rat, and he's holding two rats. I love that. It's so cool when stores do creative things like that. He is holding two rats. I was just mentioning that stores should totally put rats by him, and what do you know? We found a store that did it. Squeaking and holding his little rat friends. How awesome. This store rocks already. I see a big stack of animatronics over here. I don't think there are any other animatronics set up. Hey, look, they have the soap. Dr. Squatch Drunken Pumpkin. This smells very good. I love it, and I'm definitely gonna get some at some point, but I think we're gonna start seeing them everywhere now. And you can win $5,000 or 15,000 bones if you buy this soap and register to win. We're definitely gonna do that at some point, but let's see what animatronics they have on the floor. Electrified Corpse, they have a Betty Sharp here. They could totally set up Betty Sharp somewhere in here. This store's big enough. Headcase Harry and Monkey Business and Cerberus and Electrified Corpse again and Two-Face Teddy and Trick or Treat Pete, and they have Jack the Reaper here. They have a few boxes of him. Oh my goodness, they have 4 of them, and they have a few Trixie here. Awesome. 3 Trixies. She is great. I saw her the first time recently, and her mask flips up and she screams and pulls out her knife. And they have 2 Bullseyes. A big stack of animatronics here. Pretty cool for a small store. Let's do the masks first because there's some people checking out the other things. Do they have any super cool and awesome masks back here? I see the bedazzled rhinestone skeleton there. That's a cool shiny one. And those are like little sharp rhinestones. Those aren't the square ones. What is that one? Horned eye mask? What in the world? He looks like a deer. They have a bunch of the skeleton masks. Here is a bird. Skeletal crow, and the mouth does open. If I can get my thumb in there, there we go. He opens whenever you're talking. That is a pretty cool mask. Skeletal crow mask is $25. Not too bad at all. And they have a skeletal wolf mask. I think we've seen that before. Look at that, the sharp teeth. That's an awesome one. And there's a skeletal evil goat mask as well. They have the rhinestone meat cleaver here with the rhinestone blood. Check these out. These are a classic. The bloody knives and the blood moves around. That'd be good for a Ghostface costume. $7. And they have the regular meat cleavers on the other side. That thing is huge. Here's the I'm Dead tombstone book bag. I love that one. And right below it, they have, what is that thing called? What do you call this thing? Tell me in the comments what it's called. But it's got a bat on it and it's red. Here's the area we're looking for. Inflatables and babies and stuff. Wait a minute, where are the inflatables? I can hear that tombstone going from a mile away. Look at that, the red light up eye. That's cool. There's the inflatables. And they also have the talking creature here. Hello, talking creature. And he works. Creepy sounds from him. He is $45. I hope they do more stuff like that in the future, but here's the inflatables. Let's check them out. We've got Reapers, 8-foot ghosts, jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkin scarecrow, cats, mini jack-o'-lanterns, mini skeletons, 4-foot ghosts, dual mask inflatables, animated pumpkin cats, gargoyles, and they have young he here. They have a small sign section next to that. There's that awesome Halloween Michael Myers one that we like, but look at this. Nocturne Alley? What is that from? I don't recognize that. Oh, Harry Potter. 19 $19. We've been showing a lot of Harry Potter stuff lately. Be Eating You, I love that one from Jeepers Creepers. What is this? Whoa, that is cool. Is that also from Harry Potter? It might be. Yes, Harry Potter. For $20, the Changing Wanted Bellatrix Lestrange. Is that how you say that? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. That's an awesome Changing Wanted poster. Then they have the Michael Myers Wanted poster. That's a new one. But this one is very cool. Looks like a newspaper. Halloween Night Massacre. 4 found dead, only 1 survivor. The little Ghostface section is nice and full. They had the cookie jar, the soap dispenser with blood, little soap bar holder, chips and dip set. I love that one. That's one of my favorites besides the cookie jar. And the oven mitts and the cutting board. Lots of good Ghostface things here. There's the pumpkins, the gut eater right there, and the hand eater, but no talking pumpkins today. But they do have the 3-piece stacking ghosts and the light up lawn stakes. No hanging heads here, but look at this hanging feet. How funny is that? That might be new for 2025. The purple veins on there, that is so funny. And the bone, I love that they left the bone on there. This is $17 for the hanging foot. And of course they have hanging hands. I think we've always seen the hanging hands, but that looks really good. Maybe it's a newer updated version. I want to point out all of these bloody things. A couple years ago, actually the first year that I did YouTube, I bought some of these and I put them all over my truck. I'll try to put a picture on the screen so you can see what it looked like. Those are $5 a piece, not bad, but they look really good when I put them on my truck. My truck is white, so they just popped. And then I put a hanging zombie on it too, and some of the hands. It was a great way to decorate my truck for Halloween. They have the signs here, yard signs, 5-piece set. And if you look on the back, it will tell you what they look like. $17, not bad. Some awesome signs there too that kind of gives like a vintage Halloween feeling. And then this one has like spooky street signs and things. There you go. That's pretty cool if you want to make like a haunted alleyway or something. That would be sweet. We saw the severed foot, but here's the severed leg. That looks really good. And then there's the severed arm right behind that. Also looks great. The bones and the tip of the finger is gone. Man, they have tons of the chains here. And did they update them by adding blood to the hooks? I feel like they didn't have blood on them before. Same with those ones. I'm gonna have to watch my previous videos from the other years and see if they had blood on them or not. $17 for the 3-piece hook and chain with the blood. So far, I only see one baby here, and it's Scheming Sally. I highly doubt that's the only one they have. We'll keep our eyes peeled. They do have a bunch of friends over here, though. Zombie flies and the zombie, I don't know if he's a zombie, but the zombie snail with the skull on his back. They have a spider egg sack and Scabs the dog and cats and the awesome skull with an arrow in it. And there's some more friends up there. They've got the pigs and the raccoon and the seagulls and the crows. All kinds of awesome friends here. And they even have the hanging rats here. Those are some of my favorites for this year. Here's a Black Widow spider. That's a simple little prop for $6. Not too bad. Is he squishy? No, he's a little bit squishy, but he's pretty hard. I think that little red dot is supposed to be on his back. Here's a single heart. That is squishy, and I love that. It must be filled with foam. That is $10, but we're going to put him in the creature's mouth because somebody did that at a previous store, and I thought it was awesome. Where is that creature? Is he back here? Here's the creature. We're going to give him a heart snack. Maybe we have to press the button and get him to open his mouth first. Open wide. He loves it. You gotta eat your heart if you want your dessert. We saw at a previous store that they are going to get some new Five Nights at Freddy's costumes, but so far no stores have had it. They do have the inflatable Freddy costume right there, but there was another character, I don't remember which one, that they're gonna be getting in soon. We'll keep our eyes peeled for it. And they had the inflatable piggyback Ghostface right there. That one is $60. I love that one. And they have the hockey mask. We'll check the other Ghostface section in just a minute here to see what masks they have over there. These are all the child-size costumes, and I was curious if they had any of the deluxe versions of the child-size costumes. So far I haven't seen any, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. On our way over to the Ghostface section over there, I saw a horror cat. We're starting to see him at a lot of stores lately, even the small ones. How cool. I love that horror cat. They also have pink Ghostface, regular Ghostface, mini Ghostfaces right there, Michael Myers and mini Michael Myers, and the Killer Clown, and a bunch of the other ones we loved. Okay, here's the other Ghostface section. They have some cool masks. There's the mirror one of my favorites, the pink bedazzled one, the aged and the bloody. That's the light up mouth, but not the multicolor one. They don't have any of the ones with the phones. They don't have any of the Scarecrow ones, and they don't have any other colors besides pink. And we just found a neon Ghostface costume at another store, but I don't see any here. I'm wondering if we will ever see that one again. The Jason section is right next to that, and of course they have none of the new masks. Here's something new, a bling lollipop from Trick or Treat, and it has the bite taken out of it. They're turning everything in Spirit Halloween to bedazzled products. That one is $25. Let's see how much it costs compared to the other one, the regular lollipop. $13. My goodness, what a price price difference. You could just get this and cover it in rhinestones. They also have the crossbody bag that looks like the lollipop with the bite taken out of it. The treat bag. If I was gonna be Sam for Halloween, I would totally get the treat bag to collect my candy in. And this is an awesome Sam hat. They have the gorilla costume right there. This is funny. Here's some Oktoberfest costumes. $45 for the shirt, suspender, shorts, and thigh highs for the girl one. And there's another girl one. Beer Garden Gal for $50. Comes with a dress, 2 hair bows, and thigh highs. And they have the men's one right there for $60. Shirt, shorts with attached suspenders, hat, and socks. And then they just have some separate suspenders right there. Those ones are $15. I know Oktoberfest is pretty popular. They have a bunch of good couples jumpsuits here. There's the inflatable wiener dog costume. We're seeing that one pretty often. Let's go through some of these. There's crocodiles. I think that's a new one. I've never seen that one before. $40. That's awesome. There's bears, giraffes, pandas, lions, tigers, Dalmatians, cows. And here's a cow one that has udders. And they're functional what? Hooded plush jumpsuit with attached tail and wearable bag with functional drink pouches. That may be the coolest costume out of all of these right here. So you can put soda or milk or something in those udders and then pass out drinks. That would be hilarious at a Halloween party. $55 for that. Never seen it before. That is awesome. Then there's sharks, and I think that's it for now. Did I point out the monkeys? Maybe. Here's a costume I don't think I've ever seen before. It's called Senior Bones. That is hilarious. I think you call that like a sugar skull or something. I could be wrong about that. I'll look at one more little costume section here before we go out and hide the pumpkin. Somebody in the comment section mentioned they were going to be a soldier for Halloween. These ones would be good for soldier costumes. This one's not really a soldier, but it's a ghillie suit. Sometimes a soldier will wear a ghillie suit. That one is $45. When I was a kid, I would have died for something like this. I loved playing Call of Duty. Oh, there's a soldier right there. $50. Shirt, pants, vest, helmet, and sunglasses. And the helmet has the netting on it, which is really cool. That's a nice touch. Awesome soldier costume right there for you. But I would love to have the ghillie suit. When I was a kid, I always wanted a ghillie suit. Always playing Call of Duty. And another one that's just like Call of Duty is Skull Commando. Kind of like Ghost from Call of Duty. That one is $50. Hooded shirt, vest, pants, belt, thigh holster, knee pads, hood, headphones, novelty sunglasses. Headphones? That's funny. Ooh, look at this one. That one's like Ghost too. Battle Trooper. Shirt, vest, pants, headphones. Headphones again? What in the world? Hooded mask, gloves, and thigh pouch. There's the thigh pouch. Did it say gloves? Yes, the gloves. But I like that mask. Usually they have some like accessories that would be good for a soldier. I'm sure if you looked around at your local Spirit, you would find some really good ones. And the last thing we'll do is look around and see if we can find the coloring book. I have not yet found that coloring book. Here's a plush mushroom. What in the world? That is funny. He's got a smiley face. And what is this thing? A little purple ghost or something? I don't even know what that is. There's a real plush ghost right here. That's the one I like. That one is $7. Not too bad. Little happy face on that ghost. I would probably find the coloring book right around here, maybe by the stencil books, but I do not see it anywhere. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled. Yep, I don't think we're gonna find it. Maybe they'll put it here. All right, let's go hide that pumpkin. There is the store, and right over here, there's a nice tree. Be careful because there is a busy road right here, but I thought this would be the perfect spot to hide a pumpkin. We're gonna put this little pumpkin inside the tree right there. There are 3 stickers in there for you. You can either take one and leave some for other fans, or you can take them all for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.